Hi everybody, welcome to Gunpla TV.
Hey guys.
Brought to you by HobbyLink Japan. This is episode 236. 236, and we've got some stuff here.
We do.
On our table to show. And we have some stuff here.
Yeah.
And if you haven't checked out our unboxing video yet, please be sure to check out the Providence unboxing video. We've gone over them. I prefer this box art.
That is some cool looking box art.
Yeah, and of course, here, hold on that for me.
Okay, I'll be sure to
We have this premium edition box art, which features stuff on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So be sure to pick out your Providence of choice. Remember, this one comes with the stand and the
decals.
Decals. So
depends where you're
we
from.
don't need to go into detail about this because our unboxing video is pretty detailed. But we do have another one that arrived last week. Yeah, it's option set 9.
Yeah, this was an option set I've been kind of looking forward to because.
Why is that?
Well, because usually the option sets you get like they're just weapons and whatnot.
Yeah.
But this one is coming with like missing parts that I had wanted.
Yeah.
With the HG kits. So we got the good feet for the grays finally.
Yeah,
that one came in the 100 scale. The Commander, what was it? Not the Commander, but it came with
the Gray's Custom.
The Gray's Custom came with these feet, but we never got it in HG. And then we also get some custom feet for not the Gujin, but what was the name of that?
The Man Rody.
The Man Rody, that's it.
Yeah, so you're actually
getting a new head.
Getting not just weapons and a mobile worker, so you're getting like appendages.
You're getting you can build completely new kind of looking kits, really.
There you go. Okay, so we have some kits to show, like I said before. Todd, what did you have to do?
I have the amazing Strike Freedom.
All right, and I have the Gundam Bael. Iron-Blooded Orphans. There's also another one, but we haven't really decided what's happening with that yet.
Oh.
So until that time, why don't you start with your amazing Strike Freedom?
It's amazing.
I bet it is.
All right, I'm here with the new amazing Strike Freedom Gundam.
I think that Strike Freedom does look amazing.
Doesn't it?
It's not quite what I expected to see in this segment.
Isn't it cool?
It's awesome. That's why I'm giving it away, actually.
That's right. This is not actually the Amazing Strike Freedom. This is what the Amazing Strike Freedom started off as the new Strike Freedom kit, the revived version.
Yeah.
So it is based off of this one, but here is the actual Amazing Strike Freedom. There we go. So just like all the other Build Fighter kits that we do or that we've gotten so far, they take the basic kit and then they go back and they change it. They give it some new armor pieces and reuse some of the other pieces in different ways. So we're going to take a look today at kind of what's new, what they've added, and how they've reused it. If you want a more in-depth review of the Strike Freedom, you can go back and watch Syd's review of this one, because he actually built this kit.
Yeah.
This kit soon to be gone.
Last year sometime?
Some lucky winner. Yeah, I believe it was last year that it was out. I don't remember exactly when, but there you go. That's a side-by-side shot.
Okay.
But here we have the new Build Fighters Amazing Strike Freedom.
Amazing.
And this is a kit that is used by Meijin Kawaguchi in the series. This is not from the anime series because the anime series had 2 seasons and they are done. So basically all of the new Build Fighter kits we are getting now are based off of the manga series, which continues to run, and that is Build Fighters AR Amazing Ready, I think they call it. Everything's got to be amazing.
Okay, and ready.
Are you ready? But anyway, yeah, so it is pretty cool. I like once I got it all together and it had the big Dragoon binder backpack on the back. I was like, man, this is pretty cool looking, pretty nice. It's got that big, if you look at it from behind, it's pretty meaty. Of course, it's not like the huge wingy thing that we had with the Strike Freedom, but it's kind of a more traditional backpack with what do you say, like rockets and whatnot on the back end.
And guns.
And guns, of course. There's guns, more guns. Guns are always good.
Said like a true Californian.
A true American.
There you go.
Well, guns are not really so popular in California. I guess it depends where you go. Some parts they are. But I guess, yeah, speaking about the guns off the top, since we are here at the back, let's take a look. And this kit does come with quite a few things. Let me see if I can remember the names of everything. The railgun, that's not the railgun. These are the beam cannons. Okay, so on the back we have 2 beam cannons. And you can have them just kind of sitting on the back or fold out on the folding arms and they can point over the head, just like so. And you get two, and they are calling these the V-Rabe Dragoons.
V-Rabe. I remember that term.
V-Rabe Dragoons. Yeah, they had some option thing that came with the magazine, I believe, that was called V-Rabe.
Yeah. Came
Also,
with the new Gundam Vrabe or whatever.
the new Gundam Vrabe, that's right.
Yeah.
And these things, they are on joints, so you can split them open like so. Now, if these parts look familiar, that's because that's actually this part from this kit originally. So they like to go through and they reuse stuff. So not just in the wing form, but you're getting them here on the sides. And also as part of these kind of, not side skirts, but extra thrusters on the bottom of his backpack there. So they use it and just reuse the parts in different new unique ways, which is kind of exciting. And while we're on the back here, we've got the beam sabers that plug in to the back of his backpack there, but come to think of it, I don't remember this kit actually coming with actual beam sabers.
I'm sure we have some extra ones floating around.
I don't think it did, just something to remember. You have the back of the legs can kind of fold out and have thrusters, but that's the same from the original. The original Freedom. We get a lot of new armor pieces, so you're going to get a new chest, you are getting new shoulders, you are getting a new V-fin for the head, you get new knee parts, of course. So a lot of new things added to make it look different. And these V-Rabe Dragoons, if you unplug it like so, you can convert this into what they call the Dragoon Shield. On the side of the arm, if you pop off the cap, you have a connector that you can use to plug this into his arm, and the Dragoons turn into shields there. If you want to give it a new and kind of different look, depends on how you want to pose it. Both sides will plug in, and these parts from the wings are also used on his new railgun. So that's kind of cool. They give you this new gun, and then they just have you plug these parts, just go on to the side, just make it look nice and cool, nice and bigger. The railgun there. There we go. And of course that just plugs right on into his hand, like so. But yeah, if you like Build Fighters kits, this kit does not disappoint. It has a nice unique look to it. It looks nice and bulky. It's got some great style, I think. And as for any Build Fighter fans, it's definitely one that's worth picking up. It's amazing.
Looks amazing to me. That final pose.
I like Build Fighter kits.
I know you do.
They're
I
fun.
like that you like Build Fighters kits. Yeah.
Give them to me.
There you go. Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, Strike Figure is a big fan favorite, so
It is.
about time we
It just
saw
adds more to it,
HGBF
so it kind of
version.
makes it look cooler.
it does look cool. It looks a little bit. I was gonna say it looks like a little bit too much, but then again, when you think of the normal Strike Freedom with all the jerk,
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. There you go. Okay, well, I have an IBO kit.
Ooh.
There it is. Look at that Bael.
He's looking stylish.
Bone on the Bael. Doesn't quite work. But yeah, it's my turn to talk about this guy. So let me go ahead. Alright, here is the Bael Gundam from IBO, and to be honest, it's not a lot to report. You know, it doesn't have hidden things in the arms like the Lupus Rex or a tail or anything like that. But it does have wings on the back here, which is kind of a first, except for the rebake full city. These things can extend out like so. And then this piece can also go like this.
Those are pretty long.
Yeah, and it even kind of rotates this way if you like. Kind of sideways as well. So it's got some movement there. You can get a little wacky with it if you like. I don't really anticipate using it too much. I usually stand my kits in more neutral poses. But you can see it's got that little arm in there, so this will move down like so. You're putting a little sticker on here. This kit, for the most part, didn't have many stickers, but there's a little sticker on here and on this side as well. And interestingly, when you look at the sticker here, How you go about this is you have this yellow piece, which is actually the complete underside of underneath the white part, sorry. And on that there is a sticker that needs to be applied. And then once you apply the sticker, you have to like push it down into the grooves, and then you push this white part on, and that should give you this effect of this little sticker inside.
Oh,
okay. You can see it. And also you can see that this actually moves. So the neutral position is like this, but it actually kind of pulls out and twists up. So you do have some movement there when you're raising your arm. So a little bit of hidden stuff there. Also, let's see here. You're using stickers in the black areas in here on the chest, which you don't normally do. They're quite small. Using the sticker here on the skirt. And other than that, you know, you have some blue for color separation in the back here because they didn't give you blue parts there. But you do have these weird stickers here which you kind of have to put around and hope you've got lined up properly. Otherwise, you'll see the edges are not meeting. I think I did okay. I don't mind the look of the head. I think it's pretty cool. Now, for weapons, this guy, he's not going to beat you with his wings. He is going to pull out his Bael swords. And this thing can flip around, like so you can get them. And, off comes the back skirt. That's not the angle I wanted. You can also kind of pull them out like this, if you so desire. There's this little hidden arm in there that will allow it to just kind of slide sideways. Now I pulled too hard, so this is coming off a bit. And I'm going to take out my Bael swords. And I'll just slide them into his hands. You don't have to take the hands apart to get them in there.
Those are kind of similar to the Grimgeared swords that he had
Yeah.
on that last mobile suit.
Yep. And this one's quite easy. I can just mount him on the action base here, which we have in the studio. Oh, there's some stickers on the knees too. Should point those out. So here he is. Let's see if I can get him to take flight here. Mr. Bael. Got wings, so you gotta get some wing action here. And two swords is always the way to go. And don't forget the little sticker here. You're supposed to put it on when you build the shoulders, but I put it on at the very end, just to seal the deal. So there you go. Short and sweet. This is the Gundam Bael. Now, it's HG, so you can't expect too much, I think, from it. But when we get this full mechanics 1/100, chances are it's going to be able to do quite a bit more, I think. There might be some more design in the wings and stuff. And we will find out because that kit is coming shortly. So there you go. Bael away. There you go. There's the Bael with its wings.
Yeah, he's ready for flight.
He is ready for flight. He's going to soar far above the ground creatures like the Barbatos and those guys. I actually think it's kind of cool, even though it's based on the Barbatos frame and everything.
Yeah.
I do like that look of the wings. So it's cool. And the little sticker I got on there looks cool.
No.
Okay, so that does it for the Bael, and you're finished with your amazing straight
I
freedom.
am indeed.
So there is one more kit we're going to discuss.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah? Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
But I'm also ready.
I'm ready.
I don't know what you're talking about because I'm ready.
Oh, yeah.
No, I thought we already discussed this.
How could I resist, though? And it's the Atlas. It's here. It's the Atlas, and I've been waiting for this kit. And thank you, Syd, for letting me have a chance to talk about this one here today.
I'm going to talk about this kit.
It's the Atlas.
It's the Atlas.
It's the Atlas.
It's the Atlas Gundam.
Man, I've been reading the Thunderbolt anime for a while, and this kit just appeared in the anime one episode, and it was just kind of cool. It just glides in from the sky, and just like a majestic Gunpla.
Yeah, and you knew at that moment.
And I knew at that moment. I fell in love.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But anyway, well, after building a whole bunch of Iron-Blooded Orphan kits and kind of building that same frame for over and over again, it's kind of nice to have something that's a bit different, a bit new, and a bit unique.
Very refreshing.
And this kit is definitely kind of new and refreshing. Even though it is an HG, so you get a lot of typical HG stuff like stickers and whatnot, but still, it's kind of a new building experience.
Stickers, he mentioned stickers. I got the stickers right here. There's lots
Yes,
of stickers.
it
I want to show you
does.
them. I'm a sticker guy.
It comes with the marking stickers.
Right here.
So if you want to really detail it up, you can put those stickers all over. I didn't put them on here just so you guys can kind of get like a good, clean look at this kit. But while we are talking about stickers also...
Stickers!
Let's talk about the foil stickers, because this kit does have a lot of different like yellowish color parts to it. And I thought Bandai really did try to give us as much as they could, as far what they could do anyway for an HG kit. But of course they really couldn't give us everything that's this kit shows in yellow. So there are some stickers. But even after you get the stickers on, none of them were really too bad. None of them really stand out. I thought they all look pretty decent once they are on. You have the stickers for the joints there. These interesting looking joints, and they call these the globe joints. So part of the story with this kit is not Xeon, but what's the other? The Allied Forces. No,
EFSF.
the EFSFS. They kind of study those Xeon aquatic mobile suits that have all those round jointed arms, and they use that as the basis to design this kit. So it's kind of more of a aquatic form Gundam, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And it's definitely unique, but you have the yellow parts for that, and that is the stickers and whatnot.
Okay.
But also for this kit, and I wanted to mention this, there's another reason why I kind of really like the Atlas. And if you bought that original manga, if you bought a special edition, it came with a little booklet for it that showed off something. Whoops.
Oh,
let me take off my chest part here. Now, if you take off that chest armor, it shows the cockpit block here. And I don't know if you guys can really see it, but this cockpit block has kind of a familiar look to it. And
Can you see it? Can you see it in there?
Can you guys see it in there?
What is that?
Does it look a little bit familiar to you?
Might. Yeah.
It might. Well, I don't have the book with me, but I took a kind of a scan of the book to show you guys what's happening with this cockpit block and why I kind of like this. Oh, look at that. So the cockpit block of this kit is actually a ball. A ball Gundam. So they kind of, here, I made a bit bigger picture here so you can see it. So the arms kind of plug into the ball here, and then you get the armor that just kind of covers it up. But on the HG kit, of course, that's a bit too much for them to do, but you do kind of, can see it in there, that round window there. But of course, it's not a full-size ball because they already have a 1/144 scale ball kit, and it's a big.
You never miss an opportunity.
It's a bit big.
Shot, do you?
I never miss an opportunity to bring my ball.
There you go. Okay.
But yes, I really wanted to show that, and I lost my chest piece, so I'm going to have to grab it. But there's a lot to go on and speak about this kit, and there's a lot to show. So you do have...
I know. I want to do it.
You do get, of course, the skis, and they are a bit kind of finicky. They're not actually called skis, though. What do they call them?
They can go everywhere with those little arms in the back, so...
Yes, they plug in here.
Because you're working with two of them, I find that getting them to be the exact same position and symmetrical is not always easy.
No, it is not easy. And they don't really plug into the back. These plug into where side skirts would go. So you're kind of working from an angle on the side to the back. And all of these joints, they don't actually work. This one works here, but these are just fixed joints, and you get one joint here. And of course you get the joint where it attaches to the side skirt, and then this part can rotate around. But when you go to pose it, I have to mention this, it's just, like, what are we doing?
It's like tying yourself up in knots.
I know. I mean, if maybe these joints worked a bit more, like actually were joints and allowed more flexibility, then it would be okay. But it can be a bit tricky getting this kit to pose as it is. All right.
Tell them about the beam saber. I want to tell them about the beam saber.
Let's tell them about the beam saber. All right. So the beam sabers. This kit does come with beam sabers, and of course you do get two of.
Yeah, two of them.
You get two of them.
Okay.
But the handles for the beam sabers kind of have a cool hiding place.
Okay.
And they are hidden right here in the shoulders.
Right in the shoulders. Right in there. You can see it?
You can see it.
I want to show you my shoulders.
There you go. And there's nothing really that holds them in there other than that door. So once you open the door, they will slide right out.
Yeah.
So you can pop them out and then pop in one of your beam sabers and put it in his handle, and he's ready to go. He's ready for some action.
Okay.
So that is kind of a cool trick feature where he hides these things. And when you're done with it, just slide it right on back in there. Alright. Now, also, feet. I have to mention this.
Yes.
Alright, usually I've gotten used to on a lot of the Gundam kits where the ankle has the side movement. Whoops. The ankle has the side movement so that you can kind of position it a bit better. But this kit, the ankle only goes forwards. If you want to change the angle of the feet, you're going to have to actually change. Whoops. Yeah, this part will pop off quite frequently. You're going to have to rotate the actual foot itself. And the front rotates separate from the back. So you're going to have to rotate them the same if you want to get that perfect footing for this kit.
Okay.
But I will leave that off for now. There's just so much to talk about with this kit. It's like, where do I want to go next?
Talk about it.
I want to talk
about the shield.
Talk about the shield? Okay, let's talk about the shield.
The shield's cool.
The shield is cool. Here you go. You get the blade shield is what they call it. And this one has multiple colors on it. It's kind of got this cool texture going on. And if you want to attach the shield to the arm, you are going to need this separate piece, which you will plug in onto the side. Whoops, the side there. The holes should line right up. There you go. And actually, we're going to have to detach that.
The manual actually says that you can have the hand gripping or not gripping depending on how you want to do it, I think.
Okay, depends on how far you want to go with it, how crazy you want to go. Let's see if I can get that without that piece. I'm going to leave that off. How about that? All right, just for continuity's sake. And then you just kind of plug it in here. There you go.
There you go. There's the shield.
So yeah, the shield's attached without this piece. So you can, if you want to use that piece, then you kind of really don't need that.
Yep.
But my kit is getting all twisted here.
Okay, well, I'm going to step in here then, because maybe you need some time. Sorry. All right, good. Okay, so speaking of the shield, Todd touched on it already, but you know what I like to do with it is I like to have it on the bottom here on his skis. So he is just, well, you know, he's surfing, I guess. Here he is, surfing, riding the waves. Remember, but this guy can also be a submarine. Now, the way you actually get the shield on the bottom here is there is a little kind of tab here that slides in here, and you will just slide in there like so, and then it's on there. He's not really coming off. It's actually quite good. But then I guess you're supposed to bend his arms and bend his legs. So let's see if I can do that. Okay. Now, there's the foot coming off. Somebody already mentioned that in this review, which I am doing my review. And once he lies down, I can now put the railgun. Here's the railgun, like so. And you actually can build the hand around it. And then this final piece goes onto the bottom and kind of just holds it all together. So I'll pop this off here, like so. And now he is got his railgun on, and he is lying down, and he's got his bullpups, and he is in his submarine mode. You have two of these bullpup rifles, so you can have one on each hand. So I had this one here earlier from a different pose. So here he is, get on in there. Submarine mode, you know, he can travel at 40 knots.
Ooh, 40 knots, that's pretty good.
Yeah, check that out. He's rocking. I could do this all day. Yeah. Are you trying to get back in the shot now?
There's so many cool poses with this kit though, because
this kit go ahead then. This is my review. All right, go ahead.
My review. Well, goodness, you've touched on a lot of stuff already so far, but I'm just trying to put him off in the pace. So yes, you finally mentioned the railgun, which I had not mentioned at this point yet. He gets this really cool looking railgun.
Okay.
And what else am I missing from this kit? I don't know.
Well, if you don't know, I'm going to come right back to you. Thanks, Todd. All right, see, one other thing you can also do with this guy, I'm going to kind of swing him up there, is you can turn these, like skis, I call them. You can turn them around. So I'm going to pop him off here. Here's the shield. I'll put that back, and I will replace this foot part because it just comes off. And this has to go back here. And Todd already mentioned how they can kind of get in the way, but they're a big part of the suit, so you want to keep them there. I'm going to take off his bullpup for now. Took off the wrong piece, but that's okay. Come back here. Come back here. There we go. Now, what you can do is you can actually spin these around, like so. And you spin it around, and I guess you spin it around again, and you have a slot in the bottom of the foot here that fits in here. So if I can line it up properly, I can get in there.
Lining it up is part of the fun with this kit.
I know. I found that even the manual says you might want to detach it until you kind of get in the right position.
Get in right.
And what I tend to do is I tend to just pull them right off when I'm playing with it. And I feel it gives me just that much more, how do you say, room to work. Maybe I want these to swing towards the front, right, not the back. I'll swing. I'm actually swapping sides with these things, so I can then. Did I want to do that? I did last time, didn't I? You go there, outside. Okay, get on there. Maybe it has to go this way. Sorry.
Oh no.
I've swapped these around so many times that I'm confused about which side I'm working on now. Okay. When you build these, the only difference to them is which way this points. They're exactly the same except for the connection, which direction it's pointing in, right?
Right.
This is kind of how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be on there like that, which means that this piece then has to connect. So let's connect it. There we go. This worked much better in practice.
Yeah.
When I was playing with it at home. Right? Put this on here. Some back. Like so. That looks like what I want, maybe. Put it on here. Put this in here. There you go. So now, this is just kind of the first part here. I will put on back his normal hand here. Because I have this thing here. So this part here is action based that is supposed to kind of mount on the bottom here. If you want to have this guy on a stand like this in your submarine mode, mount it on here. But I actually was wondering, like, how do I get this mounted on the bottom there?
Right.
There's not actually a peg to put in
Isn't that a
there.
hole?
So I think you have to line up a certain aspect of it, but I can't remember which one it is. So maybe I'll skip that part for now. But you can clearly see in the manual he's got that lean forward thing, right?
Right.
So I just got to look and figure out where I'm supposed to connect this thing. I'll come back. But now he's on his skis. He's ready for a high flying time on the waves. Just riding out on the lake. This is what they call flight mode. But I think he's just gonna stay in the water in my world. So yeah, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I think that
my review. Yeah.
Atlas.
Okay.
He's pretty cool.
Okay, I gotta put my railgun. Where's your railgun?
Oh, you got your railgun? I got my railgun over here.
Look what's happening. Someone's railgun.
It's gonna have a Super Bowl.
Okay, okay.
So there you go.
The Atlas.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Interesting
He
kid.
does a lot of interesting things.
He's
as
got a
we've
lot of cool
shown.
poses that you can pull off. And
Yep. And skate around and surf around and submarine around.
he's different.
He is his own unique flower.
Mm.
Okay. I'm still gonna play around with him because I want to, do all the
I
variations.
know, there's so much to do.
And he has some cool poses in the manual, so I gotta copy those. So there you go, pachoo pachoo. I'm surfing away now. Let's turn this around this way. Can I do that? Yeah. Turn it around.
Yeah, there you
make
go.
A water ski. See you later. Okay, we have some comments to read.
I think so.
I like your ball with
With the super gun.
and the rail gun.
The railgun ball.
Alright,
That should be an option.
Yep.
All right.
Optus at 9. I mean 10.
Okay, grab it. Here we go. Let's begin with the comments.
Yes.
The first comment is from Meister D.
Okay.
Meister D says, "Great show, guys. Building a SD for the contest. Wish me luck."
Well, good luck there. That's right. We
Good
have our
luck.
contest going on. Playing with Plamo 2017.
2017.
Are we halfway down there? Halfway through? It's the end of April, right?
End
So,
of,
yeah.
yep,
It's
end
the
of
middle
April.
So there you go, and we have a lot of entries now. So
Oh,
don't
okay.
worry, those people are still working on their entries. Still have time.
Still have time.
And if you haven't entered yet, you still have time.
Mm.
So get on in there and win yourself one of the great prize packages we are offering.
That's right.
That's right. HobbyLink.tv, playing with Plamo 2017, Model competition. That's our plug for this episode.
All right.
Okay, next.
The next comment is from Metal Gunpla Built.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, metal. Cannot wait for the new announcement on the new RG number 25.
You and me both, brother.
I know. What's it going to be?
Is it going to be a Shizuoka they announce it? It could be.
It could be.
We're kind of due for another one.
Is it going to be another seed kit?
It's possible. We just received some seed kits
No.
recently. Maybe we're back in that. Or is it going to be another S-Train? Who knows? Maybe they'll throw you a big curveball like we saw with the Shinanji.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next.
All right. Next one is from. Ooh, how do you pronounce that? Styrax Twin Blade. I can't wait for a master grade version Ka Atlas.
You mean both, brother?
Yeah.
That's right. Can you imagine?
That's going to be a great kit.
It's a handful as an HG.
It is.
So as an MG.
As an MG, a version Ka MG.
What would you like to see in a version Ka MG Atlas Gundam?
More details, especially in the chest area.
Yeah, about a certain thing.
A certain thing. Certain
Okay.
round thing.
Okay. All right.
Let's see what they do. It's master grade, so usually
Yeah.
you get those kind of details.
That's
So
right, especially in the version Ka.
I mean, that's
The other,
how they drew it,
The first Thunderbolt version Ka had the core escape pod
right?
tucked in there. That was crazy.
Oh, it should be there.
It should be there. I think they could do it if they choose to.
I think so.
Yes.
I hope so.
Save your 7,000 yen.
Yeah, 7,000 yen. It's a matter of when, probably.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's move on to the next comment from Diggy Stock.
Okay.
Diggy Stock
I
says,
remember her.
LOL. I've asked 3 times already, but I'll try one more time. Maybe this will be the lucky time.
I guess it is, because I have no choice now. But
Have you guys decided on Anime Expo yet? I would love so much to see you guys again.
okay, well, not to leave you hanging or anything, Diggy Stock, but we don't know yet. Yeah, it's undecided. So
Okay, maybe.
there's a deadline approaching, which I'm sure we have to make a decision of some kind, but yeah, we haven't got there yet. We'd love to be there, you know.
Yeah. California.
Going-
California.
going home for you?
Going home.
I was gonna go back to In-N-Out Burger and
I know, wasn't it delicious?
yeah, it was good times.
No, I want to go.
Okay, maybe you can
Maybe. Who knows?
implore the right people. All right.
All right, let's go to the next comment from Danny.
Okay.
Come on, Sid. There's no need to fight over kits. Just pull seniority. That's what they do at my job all the time. LOL.
Yeah, I should have pulled seniority when it came to showing off his Atlas, but we've already done the review part of it, so maybe I'll have to pull seniority and just edit you out.
That would be interesting.
That would be a big.
I
gaps
have to
in
watch
there
that
somewhere.
one. Wait a second, my scene got cut.
That's right. I cried to my manager.
Oh no. I'm gonna
Okay.
have to turn in my SAG card.
There you go. Okay, is that it for your comments? Because I got some comments, and remember, I got some prizes.
Oh.
So, yes, last week. The
Ooh.
goof. The goof from Origin. Oh, it's the best goof there is.
Indeed.
It went to comment number 45,
45.
named Ronan. He says, great show. I'd love to have my hands on that goof. I love those Origin mobile suits. Bam, here we are.
Guess
Gunpla
what?
TV,
It's
Grand
your
Collisions.
lucky day.
Sometimes random number generator nails it.
Oh.
Nailed it. Okay, so Ronan's going to be one happy camper. And I have one more. I have the HTC Strike Freedom, which is very
Ooh.
similar to your... did we determine that? Very similar.
It's a bit different. Instead of the gold, we got the red going on for the joints, and
But it still utilizes the same frame, does it not? Did you?
Yeah, the dragon.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
not dragons, but the what do you call those things? They're used in a different way instead
Yeah.
of being the wings.
Yeah.
He's got the shields and
This is a heavy kit.
using
for
them on the
HG.
on the gun.
Yeah. So yeah, Strike Freedom Gundam, the new one.
Mm.
It goes to number 102, which is Regimental.
Oh,
And he says, love the show. I'm so tempted by the 1/144 scale kits, especially the RG range, for which I am generally curious, but I have only 1/100 kits. And mixing up the scales, not sure how that would look on my shelf. That new RG Astra Gold frame may push me over the edge, though. It looks so nice.
it does look nice.
The key here is separation.
Ah,
You have your shelf for your 1/100s, and you have your shelf for your 1/144s,
and you have your shelf for the mega size.
your shelf for the perfect grades. And then, of course, there's no competition when it comes to,
Right,
what you're looking at. You look at your 1/144s as a whole,
right.
and then you see your RGs in there shining brightly like beacons of hope. And then your MGs, and you have things like this.
Yeah.
Just take up your whole house. So there you go. You can't lose.
You can't
I'm sure you
lose.
can find a surface somewhere to display something.
Once you build one RG kit, you're going to want to build more.
Exactly. It's like a tattoo. Okay, so yeah, speaking of can't lose, we have more stuff to give away, but actually some people are going to lose. They're not going to win it. So sometimes we give away 2 kits, sometimes we give away 1 kit. Today we're giving away 2 kits as 1 kit.
It's a
It's a
set.
small one, so I'm going to throw it in there. So we have the Petite Guy Lightning Blue.
Oh,
Yeah, and we have the Gundam local type from Origin, another Origin HG.
another
we're
Origin.
giving away.
It's a cool looking one.
Yeah, it's one of the only EFSF
Right?
Origin.
One of the
sets out
few.
there. Yeah. And actually next week, aren't we getting the 1/100 MG Origin RX 7802, which has the
Right,
LEDs in it?
like a special set of that
Another
version.
special sets. Special sets like 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so Todd, why don't you tell people how they can
All
win
right.
this Bear Guy Origin set?
Okay, if you guys would like to win the Gundam and Poochie Guy set, you will need to go to hobbylink.tv and find episode number 236, I believe is
Yeah,
correct.
236.
236. And post a comment.
There you go.
Atlas is great.
More Atlas.
More Atlas.
Show me more Atlas.
MG Atlas, please.
There you go. Okay, so yeah, next week is going to be another big week.
Yes.
We will have this done, hopefully. We will have a 1/100 Bael.
100, yeah, 100 by L. I think
That's
that one's
coming
coming
as
with a
well.
special stand.
Oh my goodness.
Release too.
Goodies everywhere. Bonus, bonus, bonus all through March.
Bonus. And I think the Fumina is coming next week.
Oh, that's true. Someone's happy. We're going to have our hands full of promo.
Yeah, really gonna have hands full.
You enjoy your Fumina. Okay. Why don't you just sign off like we usually sign off?
All right. So please remember, guys,
I'm
we
totally
are
distracted right now.
we are brought to you by HobbyLink Japan, HLJ.com. So please support us. Please buy your kits from us, and you can find us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Tumblr and Reddit. And I believe
You're getting really good at this.
I've got them all now.
Yeah, you're getting really good.
Maybe.
Also, don't forget to check out our Scale Model News page on Facebook.
Ooh, yes, the new
that plug in
Facebook
there.
scale model news
Scale
page.
Models.
So sometimes some tools are posted in there too, so useful for Gunpla builders.
Of course. Okay, so looks like I have my work cut out for me. this
Yeah.
weekend. It's a 3-day weekend.
It is a holiday here in Japan. It was the
That's
spring day.
Is it spring day? Yeah, it's like we needed a holiday in March, so let's call it spring day.
Spring day.
Something like that, yeah. So hopefully I will be free that day, but that's not always the case. And there you go. We're hopefully going to have new model news soon, and then we're gearing up for Shizuoka in a couple months' time, and
Yes.
for next month. So lots of stuff is on the horizon.
Busy spring.
That's right. So hang out with us and see all of it.